I thought it was good work. It's always nice to, change the scenery, go against some different people. I know our players like that, and always going against different fronts and schemes and different concepts is good for the monotony we've had. Yeah, that's a pretty big emphasis. I mean, just have a deal with Kevin. I mean, anyone throws a punch, we're going to kick him out. So a practice, and we know how important to get this practice work is right now, and that's what we stress. Guys, we need to practice, and if you fight, you're going to be out of there. So do everything you can to not. Trey's done a good job. I thought he had a good day today, and we're in the middle of camp, so you have some good, some bad, but he's getting better throughout the whole process. I mean, good at times, bad at times. Kind of like all that is. When you drop back, you get in some third down situations. That's what you expect. Some of those 2 minutes, that's what you expect. Always want to do better, but it was about what I expected.
Debo caught it, but he was a little bit behind him, a little bit off rhythm. How is Trey in sort of that short stuff where you want to sort of set up the guy for the react yards? I mean, is that a concern for you at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you always want to hit guys perfectly in stride. It's a little tough behind the line of scrimmage on those plays because you got some run-pass options, but, I mean, he's hard on himself with it, and when you get guys in space, the better you can hit them in stride, the more yak they can get. Just being more consistent. I mean, gets a little better at everything, which is what you need to do for rookies coming in, especially the lack of experience Trey had. So you throw everything at him, and sometimes he gets one down, and then you go a bunch of new stuff, and then that takes a step back. So that's been the process here throughout all last year, and coming into this year, just in every single area, the consistency of it, not having to take 2 steps back as much. As I keep saying, the more he plays, the more reps he gets, the better he'll get. Right now, I'm not expecting to, but I mean, we're day to day with that. We'll see how practice goes tomorrow, and there's a chance he will, but that was the original plan. We didn't think he was going to earn that spot, and so whether he's out there with the ones or not, it's. No one really is slotted that way except for the depth charts we got to give you guys for preseason. So we wanted to give him opportunities being the vet and with younger guys coming in, but we got to see enough that where we felt the younger guys were going to have a chance. So we want to give them some reps, and Denard's been awesome for us. What he helped last year stepping in that game, he was a good player for us this offseason, and we'll see how these guys do, and if it doesn't work out, hopefully somebody can come back. Yeah, Womack, I mean, I think everyone saw him during the game, and he did a real good job. He's done a decent job in practice, too. We have some safeties who we can mix there also, so there's still some competition, but, yeah, we've been happy with how he's been so far.
Kyle, there's 10 new head coaches this year, 5 of them are first-year guys. What kind of advice would you have for a guy like Kevin? Feel like he's the first year?
Just be himself. I mean, be aggressive in everything you do. Don't hesitate, or if you believe in something, I mean, there's a reason you've gotten this opportunity. Listen to everybody and the people who have the experience, but when you have an opinion and you want to go somewhere, don't hesitate and don't look back.
Is it odd to you that there's only 5 guys that have done a good job 4 seasons and yourself?
Yes, that is a little weird. But I guess that's why I'm starting to get grayer each year, getting older. Yeah, we've never worked together, but our paths have been real close together. So, I mean, I remember studying the heck out of him coming out of San Diego State. That was my first year as a quarterback coach, so I was aware of him as a player. And then when he got into the league, he's been with a bunch of close people of mine, being, I think, with Pedden in the group at Cleveland, being with Sean and those guys in Washington and the Rams. He's been in San Francisco with a number of coaches on our staff. So I've been able to get to know Kevin, never worked with him, but he's an awesome dude, and you guys got a hell of a coach.
Trey came out of the small schools, everybody knows. Was that ever an issue in his progress? And if it was, past that?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's a product of their experiences before they come. And so when you play at a smaller school, there's some things to that you got to get later, and there's some things so that it helps also. So he's just like anyone else, but that's his situation. And he got 2 games last year, and when he gets in the season this year, we'll find out.
This might be a dumb question.
Never.
But, all right, so Trey, like, he led the team out of the tunnel.
He what?
He led the team out of the tunnel preseason opener, and then he broke down the team. Is that something just happens organically? Or certain moment is assigned, hey, Fred, it's your turn to break down the team. Does that just happen?
I think so. I don't assign people, and I'm definitely not out there in that. So it'd probably be better to ask those guys.
Hey, Kyle, did you get a chance to say hi to Kirk Cousins or anything along those lines yet?
No, I didn't get a chance to see him. I'm sure I will here in the next day or so, but no, we were on separate fields, and you guys got a big facility here, so it was harder to run into people than it is at ours. But no, Kirk's awesome. Love to catch up, but we didn't get a chance to practice today.
Is your dad coming out?
Yeah, he got in last night. He was able to be here at practice, so we'll watch these 2 days. Huh? I was. 14 days. I don't know exactly. I was born in the middle of December, and we left when college football ended, so it was pretty fast. It was like by January. I was cold. No, I don't have any memories except I had a Minnesota Social Security number. So.
Trey is from Minnesota. Is there no sentimentality in your felt to give him a couple reps at during the game?
Now that you reminded me that he is, maybe I'll think about it. But no, not at all. Sorry. All right, thanks, guys.
It's good to be back. It's good to see you. It's fun, obviously. Gonna get a couple good days of work, great days of work here. Fun practicing against someone else, see another defense, and man, traveling and getting in a hotel and spending a lot of time with the guys.
The first time I saw you play, you were playing as a junior just down the road. Did you ever fathom back in the day be here doing this?
I mean, that was always the dream, but man, it happened fast. But I'm excited to be here. Kind of obviously settled in now, year two. Just excited for this year.
How did practice go for you today, Trey?
Some ups and downs. Excited to watch it for sure. Again, just good to go into another defense. One-on-one, 7-on-7, red zone, everything against another team. The new stuff they're doing this year also is. I mean, it's fun to practice against. They give a lot of good looks. Obviously, a real talented defense with a lot of guys who have played a lot.
You try to hit it. You're targeting Debo and Brandon and Kittle a lot. Obviously, they're three big production players for this team. Is that now the time to get in that rhythm with those guys?
Playing football, it's kind of throwing where the defense tells me to throw the ball more than I don't kind of just go back and pick a guy. But, yeah, absolutely. Finding rhythm. Missed a big one with George and a big one with Debo today. Those are great things to go back and watch on tape and just talk through with those guys. I was excited for sure. I get to, see my family, see some friends. It's work at this point. I come out here. These 2 days of practice should be awesome for us, and Saturday as well. Yeah, today and tomorrow for sure. My high school team, the Vikings, appreciate them. They actually got some buses for my high school team to come out tomorrow, so I'll get to say what's up to some high school coaches and some teammates as well.
You go into be hoping that the Vikings will show you certain looks because you don't get those looks from your own defensive team?
Not really hoping for anything specific, but definitely excited to see the looks. Like I said, they got guys who, especially in the secondary, have played a lot of football. So just picking those guys' brains and watching how they play, helps me out a lot.
Can you walk us through the fourth down play to Debo and the 2 minute play?
Yeah, it was 3-man rush, fourth and long. Just scrambled out to my right. Debo did a great job on two of them. Had a keeper as well that he came off schedule with. And then that play as well. I mean, he's done a great job off schedule for us, along with Juwan and BA, but Debo showed up today.
Did you feel like you and he are starting to connect with the team?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were always hot, but he's done a great job these last few days. Just more reps we get together, more stuff we get to watch together, the better we're going to be.
Could have kind of the same question, but as the preseason opener, you led the team out of the tunnel and then before that, you broke around the team. Is that something that just happens organically?
Yeah.
Hey, Trey,
Nah, it's totally organic.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, going against another defense again, real talented D-line, some big guys up there, but I thought they've been doing a great job. Hopefully get Dan back soon as well. But man, Spencer Burford again, Aaron Banks, Jake, those guys done a great job, and I'm expecting them to continue to do so. It's more positions than players specifically. I know Harrison's going to mix up the looks. Pat P's also really good. Those guys, their whole secondary, they do a great job of holding their looks pre-snap and waiting until post-snap to move. But yeah, not really one specific guy specifically. Yeah, I haven't talked to them, but just watching them play, watching the way they move 7-on-7 in the red zone especially, their pre-snap look specifically, they do a great job. And like I said, man, those guys have seen a lot of football.
More guys.
Yeah, things have slowed down a lot, I'd say mentally and physically. I feel like I'm in a much better spot, on both ends. But yeah, and obviously I'm in a different position.
Trey, what are you working on most right now? I think things are slowing down.
Man, for me, just coming out here every day and trying to get better, taking it one step at a time, especially, with these practices, one step at a time, one day at a time, and just continue to groove with these guys.
How much prep class do you do before practice against the Vikings to just kind of get prepared for what looks you might see?
A little bit, not a ton. A little bit of personnel, and a little bit, Denver's defense last year and a little bit of Minnesota's defense last year. But yeah, they've mixed it up a lot. A little bit, obviously, their preseason game against the Raiders, but it's preseason, so we don't see everything. But like I said, these 2 days will be super important. Hopefully, get to see a lot of different looks.
Thank you, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Oh, I love not blocking Nick Bosa. It's wonderful. Great experience. I love beautiful facility, change of scenery. It's been a great day so far. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
What do you think of this Minnesota? It's like a little city.
Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. Actually, I did my combine training in Frisco, so I got to be around the Dallas Cowboys stuff. Like I lived across the street from it. So seeing that and then coming to see this, I mean, when you have all the land like this, this is how you should be doing football. It's awesome.
Do those two have the reputation for being the two top ones?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, those are just the two I've seen myself, and so, I mean, I just appreciate a lot of space because there's a lot of people involved with NFL teams. I think there's good plays and bad plays. Like most practices, I think he made some throws he had to make. I think he missed a couple, but that's practice. And so hopefully he's taking steps forward. Hopefully he's going into the film room. He's learned from that, which he watched film with Kyle, so I'm assuming he's going to learn a lot. So I'm not too worried about that. And us around him, we just got to continue to make plays so he gets those consistent reps and just builds a little bit of momentum. So like I said, I think it was a good start, and we're looking forward to tomorrow.
How's that chemistry been building between you and him over the course of the season?
Oh, it's been great actually. A lot of reps in these last week and a half, so it's been really fun connecting a lot of plays. And again, it's a learning process. You have to learn. I run routes a little bit differently than probably what he's used to, and so just getting on the same page with some of the main routes that we run, and I think we're getting a little bit better at those each day.
Do you think it's hard for him to come home? There's a lot of fanfare involved instead of training practices.
I mean, I feel like I'm home, and it's not that hard. No, it shouldn't be. He's fine. I mean, he's an NFL football player. He's been on the road. He's played in some big games, playing a lot of games in college. So, I'm not worried about him being starstruck by fans. He's used to it. Oh.
To the Beauty League, did you go check in the hockey books?
Wait, there's a game tonight, right? Whoo! If I get out a walkthrough, who knows? Yeah, the Beauty League, awesome. I mean, I think it's an incredible fact that so many NHL players live up in the same city and they can just do a summer league together. So they tried to get me on skates. I was like, yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan would rip my head off if he saw me on skates on the ice. So I avoided that, but who knows? I could slither on over tonight. We do a lot of stuff in practice, like during down periods. If it's a special teams, try to run routes with them. Just try to give them different looks. After practice, more routes. Honestly, just a lot of conversation too. We need to watch more film together. And it's been a kind of a hectic last week. Just our 2 days on, 1 day off. It's just been kind of weird. But we're going to be settling down here. After this game, we have one more game. Then we have 16 games. To, figure some stuff. 16 days to figure some stuff out. So I'll just hang out with him a little bit more and just continue to open that communication. I think there's been a lot of hits. There's been some misses. I mean, nothing that I'm worried about. Like I said, I think Trey's consistently gotten better and better every single day. He's way better than he was when we first got him. He's better than he was last year, and he's better than he was in OTAs. So as long as I keep seeing this consistent, small, consistent steps in the same direction lead to great results, I'm pretty confident in his ability.
I mean, have you seen over the course of your career a difference between big arm quarterbacks and do they sometimes take longer to kind of get the touch stuff?
Actually, I think Trey's his touch has definitely gotten a lot better since he first got here. I'm pretty sure one of my first 5-yard routes, he threw it at my head and tried to take my helmet off. Now he's got some nice touch to it. So, like I said, he's gotten so much better than when he first was here, and he's going to continue to improve.
You said he was mentally picking the brains of Harrison, P2, just the DBs especially, what they presented. Can you see that kind of just obviously helping the players like that?
Sure, I wouldn't trust them at all. If I was them, I might be just screwing with them just a little bit. No, but they're great guys with tons and tons of knowledge. They've seen so many different teams, so many different quarterbacks. They've played against the best. They've played against not good guys. So, I mean, as long as they're not leading him astray, I bet you they're giving him a ton of great advice, and hopefully he's picking up on the right things.
Where does the value sit in these practices, right? Because it's not like the pressure of the preseason game for a lot of you guys trying to make the team, but they still are. But yet you guys can have fun. Where is that in between facing another team in the six?
I mean, I think when you do combined practices, especially I think both teams here are trying to get better. Like you didn't see like a couple guys like trying to go out of the way just to hit someone or like start a fight, something like that. You have two teams that are trying to get better, and when you can compete kind of in this environment too, where you can slow it down, you can kind of talk about stuff, and there's not the bullets aren't flying, and I think it's really beneficial to both teams. And honestly, I think these two practices are more important than the game. Honestly, I mean you're gonna like. You have a chance here to show out in front of a lot of people, like coaching staff. They're going to see everything, all the scouts. Everybody gets to see it. So, I mean, this is an opportunity for you. Like, who knows? Like, someone that might not make our team might make a Viking, and someone that's a Viking might not make them, and we might pick them up just based on these practices. So, this is huge for everybody. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy it, especially at the Mall of America connected to our hotel. So, I mean, I was walking around yesterday, got a lot of good food. I got my steps in. My watch said I had hit my steps yesterday. But, just being able to interact with the guys, we can finally sit at the same dinner table again, same lunch table, which is really fun. Play cards in the rooms, whether you're in the training room, just doing some yoga and stuff. It's just being able to do group stuff is just really fun. And you get to hang out with guys you might not hang out with usually. So, I might be sitting with the D-line one dinner, and I might be sitting with the DBs the next dinner. So it's just fun to interact with everybody. He said last one. I think it changes. It just vibrates on my wrist, and it'll say you achieved it. It's usually like 6,000 something, 8,000, somewhere in there. I don't know. I didn't set it. It just tells me. I just listen to technology. So you're supposed to, right? Can you? Wow. I learned something today. See, you learn something every day, everybody. See ya.
Just good competitive work. It's fun to get a look on a different guy, kind of start figuring him out by the end of practice, and I think tomorrow I'll have a better idea of how to approach, but for the most part I thought we came out and tried to bring some energy. Sometimes it's tough when you got no music over there on the far field, and being out of your element for the whole week is different, but it's good work. It's tough, yeah. I mean, I definitely have to change some things and just improvise for the week, and when we get back home, I'll really get back on my schedule.
Seemed like Kinlaw was in there a lot with you, which is kind of something that everybody's been progressing for us. So what's it like with him on the line with you?
I think he brings an intimidation factor for sure. But I actually saw a really good rep from him today that I was happy to see, but most of the time I can't see because I'm in there, but I'm excited to watch the film. And he's got everything that you could possibly need to be super dominant in this league. He just needs some reps to get used to it, and I'm just excited that he's feeling good. I think it was in our group chat from last year. Somebody sent it. It might have been Zach Kerr or Mo. But it was just somebody was filming from the top, and he just smashed through a guy and knocked him into the quarterback. So it's good to see. Yeah, he's really important to our D-line, and having him healthy is important. He took his time with the I think it was his quad, and I'm happy he took his time, and he's feeling really good now. He looks as good as he was in the beginning of camp, and he's going to be a really important piece since we lost DJ. I think he was kind of natural with it. Even the first day he was in the building, just really personable and hard not to like. Just really nice and just really engaging with everybody, no matter who you are on the team, which is really cool coming from a top pick and now the starting quarterback. So just an amazing kid from a really good family, and he's got Trent Williams and George Kittle and a lot of veterans around him to help him along with the leadership. But I think once he starts playing well, it'll come naturally. I think camp in general is a big bonding experience. Just the grind that you go through, and when you go through things that are tough, it makes it a lot easier when you look to your left and right and somebody's going through it with you. You're not alone. So, and being out here, you're kind of forced to be together all day, every day. So I know a lot of guys were walking through the mall yesterday, hanging out. I wasn't, but I was sitting in my room. But, it's a good experience. I think Kamoko jumped off the tape, undoubtedly. I think anybody who watched the game, I actually was flipping through the channels in my hotel room, and our game was on, and he popped off on the TV copy, definitely. So I think he's shown that he plays our style of football, and that he's a game player. Not that he doesn't show up in practice, but when the lights come on, he shows up even more, which is something that you can't really teach, and he's got that. Yeah, that was a good run stop, but I'm talking more effort to the ball and just a motor for a guy who you would think is
is lighter and smaller, but you walk up to him and he's 6'5", 260 or whatever, and he could run like that. So it's I remember watching him with the Colts and being impressed. So the fact that he got out of there somehow and we got him is definitely a good addition. Yeah, Kerry's the ultimate pro. He's a lot of guys kind of start fast and then wither down throughout camp, and he's the guy who just keeps climbing and getting better. And he's another guy who's a gamer who shows up on game days and knows how to beat starting tackles in the league. So he'll be on the team, and he'll be a really good veteran piece for us.
Observations about Samuel Womack, just kind of curious himself.
He's always on the phone, so I don't really get a read on him. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or what, but guy never gets off his phone. But no, he's nice. I've had a couple chats with him. I told him to get off his phone, but he could play for sure, and we need guys who could play. So it's good. Thanks.